current buzz surrounding electric vehicles and India's very ambitious plan to move from conventional IC engine vehicles to electrics, hybrids seem to have taken a back seat. But there's one company that firmly believes that hybrids, specifically strong hybrids, is the way forward, and that's Toyota. And to that effect, they've launched the 8th generation Camry in India. We're spending a day with the car and we'll tell you all the relevant details about it.
The exterior follows Toyota's latest design philosophy with a very wide grille and sleek headlamps accentuating the width of the car. The rear looks quite fetching with the LED tail lamps, which again help amplify the width of the car. Compared to the older Camry, the new one is 35mm longer and 15mm wider and also sits lower. The wheelbase has gone up by 50mm, which translates to greater space in the cabin.
The driver gets this really nice MID over here with customizable displays. You can choose between fuel economy, the direction you're heading in, or display the audio settings, etc. Over here you get an all new layout with the new touchscreen and a JBL developed sound system. This displays all sorts of information including navigation over here, and also tells you about the battery status and the electric motor and when it's charging and when it's powering the wheels. Down here there's also wireless charging for the front seat passengers. You get a pretty conventional looking gear selector over here, eco, normal and sport mode buttons. You also get ventilated seats up front, which can be operated with these buttons over here, but while it's a nice feature, I would have liked these controls to be placed a little further ahead because it's a little difficult to operate when you're driving. Also, while most of the materials used are of really high quality and the dashboard has a nice feel, there are certain bits which seem a bit rough on the edges. Otherwise, it's a pretty decent place to be in. The majority of Toyota Camry customers tend to spend their time sitting in the back, and Toyota knows this fact very well. So they've made sure that they've loaded the car up with features centered around the rear seat passenger. So you get these nice cup holders that can pop out with the touch of a button. Instead of normal button controls, Toyota has given this really nice touch panel over here. You can control your seat, recline angle, you can change the track, you can change the volume, you can even control your temperature settings, and also there's a button for the sunshade behind. And another nifty feature if you're sitting in the back are these controls for the front seat. You can move it forward and you can make more space for yourself here.
In terms of features, the Toyota Camry is fairly well kitted. Safety-wise, the car comes with 9 airbags, ABS with EBD and brake assist and a whole lot more. However, there are a few shortcomings. The infotainment unit does not offer Apple CarPlay or Android Auto support. Also, while there is a sunroof on offer, a bigger panoramic sunroof would be better suited to a car costing as much as the Camry does. With the Camry, Toyota's focus, as it should be, is on ride comfort, and in that department, the sedan impresses a lot. The rear seats, where you'll be spending most of your time, is a very comfortable place to be in. The rear gets independent suspension, and the overall softer setup makes the car glide over bumps effortlessly. The hybrid setup comprises a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine churning out 178 horsepower and 221 Nm of torque, coupled with a hybrid system motor generator with a power output of 88 kilowatt or 120 horsepower and 204.1 Nm of torque. Power is transmitted to the wheels with the help of a CVT. This combination strikes a nice balance between performance and efficiency. Toyota is claiming an overall fuel efficiency figure of 23.27 kilometers per litre, and that's quite impressive for a car its size. The new Camry's lowered center of gravity makes it dynamically more accomplished than its predecessor. The car feels sharper and more confident going through the corners, but the Camry is hardly a car meant for spirited driving, focusing on keeping its occupants comfortable, and that it does rather well. Priced at 37.5 lakhs ex-showroom, the Toyota Camry Hybrid is a very comfortable, very capable premium sedan that will serve you very well, especially if you prefer being driven around. Plus, its green credentials and the stellar fuel efficiency figures, combined with Toyota's reliability and relatively lower maintenance costs, make it a very good alternative to its diesel-powered rivals like the Skoda Superb and Volkswagen Passat.